Nothing else matters. Do you believe Giannis can stay healthy? And it's pretty hard to say yes. Do you believe he can? Based on what? And if he can't stay healthy, what do you have to do, Gary? What do you have to do right now? Gary's there. I know he's there, but I just can't hear him.
He should be there, yeah. He was just talking.
Yeah, I don't
think he's frozen right now.
But that's all that matters. Now, you can say, I think he'll be healthy. Based on what? And if he can't be healthy, then all you do is tell Giannis, we got to go young or whatever. The biggest issue with the Milwaukee Bucks, 10 times bigger than anything else, is an honest assessment of whether Giannis can stay healthy. That's the biggest risk. It's nothing else. This season is a waste because in the end, you could not judge how good the group can play together because Giannis was hurt in the playoffs. So next year, you got to go through the whole thing all over again with Giannis, with Chris Middleton, with Damian Lillard. Why? Because you don't know anything. Why don't you know anything? Because Giannis got hurt again. So he's played 3 of the last 11, but really only 2 because the one game he played, he got hurt, he played like 10 minutes. So you got to assess. And if you don't think he can stay healthy, it's all a waste of time. You got to move him. How do you know how healthy does he have to be in the next 3 years? Well, we want to run it next year. Based on assuming he'll be healthy. Based on what? Can't stay healthy. That's the story. What's the story of this year? Giannis not healthy in the playoffs. Nothing. Everything else is just chit-chat, fiddling and diddling. It's nothing. The one thing matters. Can Giannis stay healthy? And what do you believe if you can say? If you don't believe he can stay healthy, you got to move him now. Because he's still great now. What about one more year? If he's hurt again, then what do? You get less for him. Hey, Giannis can't stay healthy. People still love him now. I don't know how you make this decision. But recent says he can't stay healthy. Yes, you have to consider moving Giannis now based on one thing and one thing only. He can't stay healthy. And what do you learn if he can't stay healthy? Nothing. He gets hurt again next year, can't play in the playoffs. That year will be a waste because you ain't winning anything without a healthy Giannis for most of, if not all, the games in the playoffs. So who's he going to play with? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You might as well have me on the team. If Giannis can't stay healthy, you might as well have me on the team. Doesn't matter. So what are they going to do with the other players? That's all second and no, it's not even second and third. First is, can Giannis stay healthy? Second is, can Giannis stay healthy? And third is, can Giannis stay healthy? And I don't know enough about the injury. I'd have to go to my doctor of basketball, Tony Smith. Do we have Gary back?
Should be there now. Let's try him.
Joining us now is Gary Ellerson. We do the show together every Friday. He is at a different location. I'm at Potawatomi. Gary, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. So we can we can move on from the Bucks and go to the Packers because nothing matters with the Bucks other than do you believe Giannis can stay healthy given he's played in 2 of their last 11 playoff games?
I don't think he can.
Then you got to trade him. You got to move him now.
No, you don't. See, why you don't have to be that way.
Well, no, that's how serious this is. If you can't count him on, well, this year was a waste because in the end, you made this move to bring in Damian Lillard. It didn't make any difference. Why did it make any difference? Because in the playoffs, Giannis didn't play. We don't know how good they are in the playoffs because he was hurt. All right, bring everybody back next year. If he gets hurt in the playoffs, you won't know any more next year than you knew this year.
Well, here's what I think needs to be done. How about this?
All right.
Instead of moving Giannis.
Well, hold on. Do you think he's going to be healthy next year? Because if you say no, nothing else matters.
Well, do I think he'll play a full season? No.
Okay. Will he be healthy for the playoffs? He's played 2 of the last 11 games.
Yes.
Right.
I think he will be.
All right. Well, then we can move on. Of the next
because
3
I
years.
think
Of the next three. Hold on.
what
I got question 2. Of the next 3 years, how many years do you think he can stay healthy for the playoffs?
Well, and that's what I'm getting to, because I think what you need to do now is try to figure out, now that Doc is in there, have a plan for him to be healthy for the playoffs. You have to save Giannis from himself. And I don't think Doc was able to do that in his first half of season here. I think everybody's got to be on the same page. I think your doctors, training staff, Doc Rivers, they all have to be on the same page to have a plan for Giannis to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, because otherwise nothing matters.
Right. I don't think he's as bad as Kawhi Leonard, right?
That's a great name to bring up because that was going to be my next name. It's like Kawhi Leonard's a waste. A waste.
I agree with that. But I don't think he's as bad as that. I think you've got to save Giannis from himself.
Giannis has played in 2 of the last 11 playoff games. Let's find out what it is for Leonard. Let's look at that up because he may be him right now.
Correct.
And the other thing is, if they had won the series, it's clear listening to Giannis talk, he probably wasn't going to play in the next series.
Probably not. Right.
So it would have been. So it would have been 2 out of 17, 2 out of 18.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I mean,
was definitely right.
The difficulty of this is this is hard. But what's not difficult is to talk about anything before you talk about this. Nothing else matters other than one judging and deciding if Giannis can stay healthy.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying, Homer?
Yes, totally.
You have to wrap your arms around this, and you have to have a plan. It's to me. I give you another name.
But you got
it's
to.
a
The
lot
plan
like,
is based. Your plan and every plan is based on the belief that Giannis can stay healthy next year.
Correct.
Right. All right.
But you gotta get a plan.
Well, they can come out. A plan is easy compared to making the decision. I don't think the decision on can Giannis stay healthy is as easy as you say it is.
I think it is.
All right. Based on what?
This reminds me, in some ways, I give you another name, but it's a football reference. This reminds me of Christian Watson. The Green Bay Packers have to figure out a plan for Christian Watson with their new training staff to get him on a regiment. So, because you want to have him really when the playoffs comes, you want to have him for the bulk of the season.
Here's what I'm asking you about Giannis, and he's much older. But imagine if Jordan Love had the injury issues of Watson. Now we're getting to where we are with Giannis. Now what are you going to say?
Yes.
Now what are you going to say? You're gonna be willing to put a plan up, understanding the risk that you're taking, given the concern about his ability to stay healthy?
So that will be different because you need your quarterback for 17
right,
games.
And that's what we're talking. That's what Giannis is. Giannis is
no, you don't. Not in basketball. How many games they play a year?
Well, they play 82, but you got to know that he's healthy for the playoffs.
You don't need Giannis for 82 games.
You need him healthy for the playoffs. So you think he would have stayed healthy?
But you need your quarterback. But you need your quarterback healthy for 17 games.
Okay.
You don't need Giannis healthy for the whole season. But you need him for the playoffs.
If Giannis was the quarterback, you'd have to trade him. You couldn't count on him. But in basketball, you can.
There you go. Yeah, now you're getting to the point. Yes.
Okay. No, I'm happy to. I'm not making a stand on the position. I'm making a stand on the importance of, if you're going to have a discussion about the Bucks' future, it must lead with a response to that issue because it's 10 times more important than anything else. And you've resolved it. You think he's going to be healthy, and now we want a plan to keep him healthy as best as possible for the playoffs, and the regular season means nothing. Because even if you don't know exactly how he'll play with Damian, you at least have a chance that they'll experience it in the playoffs.
Well,
because
let me back.
Know exactly how they'll play together, but Giannis can't stay healthy in the playoffs. It doesn't mean diddly.
Well, let me back it up a little bit for you. I give you something else very relatable because your expertise. You're the voice of the Marquette Warriors. Uh, Kolick. Do we need Kolick at the end of the year in the tournament?
Yes.
No. In the Big East tournament, did we need him?
Oh, no.
No, we didn't. When did we need him?
You need him in the NCAA tournament, and then I will defer to you on this. You need to have some idea of how much he's been able to practice as to how well he can play in the NCAA.
Correct.
And I
Correct.
don't have an answer to that. You would know it in football. Tony Smith would know it in basketball. But
Yeah.
that there is a necessary amount of preparation so that you get. Now, whatever Marquette did worked perfectly because Kolick
Correct.
was as good as he was at any point in the regular season.
Right. But they got him to a point where because they said to themselves, you know what? We're not worried about the conference tournament, right?
Yes.
We want and so for Giannis, we're not worried about regular season. We're worried about the playoffs. So let's get him healthy for the playoffs. And you have to have that plan in mind throughout the season. Save Giannis from himself. He's the hardest working guy in the NBA. Let's dial him back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, that's well, and that's the most important. Nothing else in the season matters to that level.
Correct.
And so, like, who's he going to play with? Doesn't matter.
No. Well,
As we found out with this year, they make the deal to get Damon Clifford to find out, and we know nothing. And they know nothing because Giannis is hurt in the playoffs again. That nothing else matters. Like, well, no, we should have kept.
Can I ask you?
We should have kept.
And I know
Holiday.
this
It doesn't
is-
matter. Nothing matters. You could have kept him. You could have done whatever you want. You could have hired Gary Ellerson and Homer to be in the starting lineup. Ain't no Giannis. It would have been no different than what happened, right?
I know this is, yes, I agree with you. I just want to ask you this question, and I know this is old news, but I will ask you, Homer, where did it all go wrong for the Bucks?
That's it. That's where it went wrong.
No.
They can't keep
no, it
him
didn't.
healthy. Yes.
No. My
Okay,
contention
take,
is where it
take
all.
every other
No.
situation. Take everything else about the Bucks and say it went perfectly. You don't got Giannis in the playoffs. It doesn't
No.
matter. You
I'm gonna
fixed
give
the
you
car
another.
perfectly. You got no
No.
tires. It doesn't matter. Okay,
No.
I'll let you
No,
go
so-
ahead. Take it away.
So where did it all go wrong? It all went wrong when they fired Bud. That's where it went wrong.
What did that have to do with the health of Giannis in the playoffs?
Well, because Bud knew Giannis at that particular time.
Oh.
Everything to me, all the mistakes, it went wrong when you went and got Drew Holiday for Damon Lillard. That was wrong for me. It went wrong. What was the guy named Homer? I think he's now playing with the Clippers. That they let go because they didn't want to pay him.
I don't know. That didn't matter.
Power forward.
Tucker?
Him.
That didn't matter either.
Yeah, it does. Because
Whoa.
you messed up the chemistry of the team.
If Giannis isn't healthy in the playoffs, chemistry
I
on the team
understand. I understand that, but I'm giving you some things that where I believe you have an issue. Fine. Where I believe where it went wrong. Where it went wrong for me is the Tucker not re-signing him. Where it went wrong for me is not retaining Bud. They made colossal mistakes along the way. When was it last time we won a championship? Was it 6 years ago?
I believe it was 2021, so I think that would be 3.
No, it's been longer than that. It's got to be. They made colossal mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. To me, it all started with Bud. To me.
Right. Well, I will agree with you only if you can say that had something to do with the health.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you about the health, Homer.
They 2021, they
because
defeated
sports,
Phoenix.
here's the
Golden
thing,
State
sports,
won in.
you're
Hold on.
going to get
Hold
hurt
on.
in sports.
Golden
right?
State won in 22. Denver won last year and now. So this will be the third year following the Bucks. And the last 2 years, they will have lost in the first round of the playoffs. And why did the Milwaukee Bucks lose in the first round of the playoffs the last 2 years? One reason and one reason only. Different coach, different players. Why'd they lose in the first round each year?
Well, you tell me.
Not healthy. That's it.
Sure.
You changed all these things, and you still don't know if any of them worked or didn't because Giannis was hurt in the playoffs this year.
Sure.
Do you know how he and Damian Lillard would do in the playoffs? No, you don't know anymore. So when they say we're going to put it together for one more year, no. Next year, you're putting it together for the first year because this year didn't matter. Didn't do anything.
Well, no, it didn't because – but, Homer, didn't it feel odd to you from the get-go with his team?
Yes.
With Dame and Giannis?
Yes. They have no
idea. So you
idea
can talk
how to
about
win.
injuries,
Yes.
fine. You can talk about injuries all you want. I give you
no.
injuries.
And then
something
no reason
wasn't
to talk
right
about anything else.
Well, there is because there is.
We don't know.
I get you. Yeah. I get where you're going.
But we
you're
don't
stuck
know.
on the injuries.
You can't say.
No.
I agree with you on your analysis of the team, but we don't know how it would have done in the playoffs.
I think injuries are a part of the game, and you can't stop them. Sprains and strains, to me, you need to get that figured out. But if I break my ankle, if I break my arm, I can't help those things. But sprains and strains, I think, is a product of your medical staff.
That's fine. You solve that, and we're good. You don't solve it, nothing else matters, right?
Yes.
And they didn't solve it this year.
They did not.
They did not. And I agree with you on the team. I think they still have a problem with the three, bringing them back because it's, to me, like Phoenix. They're too similar.
Something's not right.
Yes. Like Middleton is never going to be the guy or close to the guy when you have right. But yet it might be he's capable of being the guy.
Right.
We saw it when they weren't playing.
If he stays healthy, once again.
Correct.
Middleton.
Yeah, we got that issue as well. But his health is not near as important as Giannis's health.
As Giannis's. Agreed.
Right.
Agreed. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Then and we can move on to. I know you want to talk about the NFL draft.
Did you find anything on your laptop? You find anything useful on your laptop or no?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I just want to listen to you.
Well, I thought maybe you found something
everybody
useful.
to know. I want everybody to leave and talk about the Bucks. And whenever they talk about the Bucks, they say, "Well, first thing we got to start with is Giannis's health. Nothing else matters." All right.
Agreed.
He's going to be healthy. All right, we can move on to the next.
Let's get it figured out. Let's go.
But you agree and I don't know this with Bucks.
Yes, I do agree with you.
As to whether or not he was better at because Giannis was getting hurt when he was the head coach too. So.
Yeah, and now I'm trying to give you a solution for it. It's not about the regular
solution.
season. It's not about the regular season. It's about the playoffs. Let's save Giannis from himself, and let's get him to the playoffs. That's what it should be about. That should be their focus.
What effect it has on all the other players on the team doesn't mean diddly.
But I'm going to tell you this. Dame Lillard's, his Achilles injury, that's not going away.
No. So we're going to have to deal with that too.
Correct. That's not going away.
Well, then I might have – I got to trade him because –
Chris Middleton injuries, that's not going away.
Well, then they can't keep all three of them back because there's no way they can all be healthy.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So then we just – yes, it's all based on – I mean, there's an iffy part to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we will go to the second quarter now that everybody understands. Talk about the Bucks. You better talk about Giannis and whether you think he can stay healthy. And it's legitimate to say that you don't think he can. And if you don't think he can, you trade him now.
No.
Well, what if he doesn't want to be traded?
Fine.
As a contract? No, he'll want to be traded if you say to Giannis, we're going young.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's part of young for me.
Yeah, he's still young.
What is he,
enough.
28, 29? What is he? He's not 30 yet.
I want to make sure. I thought he was 28. He's
Yeah,
29.
29,
29. He's
not 30
29
yet.
and 149 days. He will
Yeah,
be 30 on December the 6th. All right, second quarter, Potawatomi. This is spectacular. It's better than 99% of the places in Vegas. And if you're going to watch a game, there's no better place to watch it than right here. And then you take it from there. Next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.
A tough ride along southbound 43. Had an earlier broken down semi just south of Hampton Avenue. It was blocking a couple of lanes. They were able to get that off of the freeway, but the damage is done. We got backups from well before Good Hope Road all the way down past that point. And to add to the problems, we did have a broken down motorcycle stuck in the right lane just south of North Avenue on 43 southbound as well. That one is currently being stuck onto the back of a flatbed tow truck. Should be out of there pretty soon. But again, it's not a fun ride along southbound 43. We're looking at about a 57-minute ride from Brown Deer Road to downtown. On a good day, it's only 11 minutes, so factor that in. Traffic is brought to you by Johnson & Sons Paving. Potholes are a pain when they pop up in your asphalt. Johnson & Sons Paving can patch or replace the whole lot. Book an appointment now at johnsonsonspaving.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Clear skies, a low of 48 at the lake, 45 inland. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny with a chance for showers and storms, a high of 68 at the lakefront, 73 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Your local IKEA is rolling out new lower prices on hundreds of your favorite furniture options for both in and out of your home. Get a stylish home makeover with affordable deals during IKEA's Sidewalk Sale. Deals so good, myself, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman will be on hand for. Check out KVN live May 8th from 2 to 5 at IKEA in Oak Creek and restyle your home for all of those summer parties with friends. Plus, learn about even more savings with IKEA's family program. It's KVN from IKEA in Oak Creek on May 8th right here on 94.5 ESPN.
A season of award-winning golf at Sweetgrass and Sage Run is on the horizon. The Island Resort and Casino Stay and Play golf packages are booking fast, with choice dates available early in the week. After your rounds, visit the Drift Spa for a relaxing or targeted massage session. And enjoy dinner at Horizon's scenic top-floor steakhouse. So many reasons to take a drive. Book your Stay and Play golf package today. Visit islandresortgolf.com.
Eagle Sports Range has an unbeatable offer on concealed carry license classes. For just $49, enroll in their 3-hour class led by expert instructors prioritizing safety. Learn laws, techniques, and mindset for responsible carrying. Stick around for an optional hour of range time with instructors included in the package. Practice under professional guidance and gain confidence. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day at 2525 East Layton Avenue in Cudahy. Secure your spot at eaglesportsrange.com. Eagle Sports Range, where safety meets skill.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey guys, it's Brad Nortman, here to tell you about a great offer at Bank 5-9. I know we're all looking for ways to save our money, and at Bank 5-9, you can earn more by opening a money market account today. With rates as high as 5.3%, you'll earn more while working with a true local community bank. Be sure to check out their great CDs too. Helping you save more of your money is another way Bank 5-9 is making lives better. For details, visit bank59.com/MM specials. Member FDIC.
This is the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
different screens in Potawatomi. Yep, the sportsbook is open. 2,000 square feet. Size does matter. And the TV wall. Boxing pay-per-views are free. Whatever you want to watch, I bet they can get it for you and give you a screen in which to watch it. Now, the more money that's on a certain game, they're going to get a bigger screen. You have to come here because the biggest screen is it's bigger than Rhode Island. So, you want to watch a game? You want to watch any game? You come to Potawatomi. What you do after that is on you. They got good, but, boxing pay-per-views free. I'm going to try to check on cricket. I'm kind of curious what sports you could find out there somewhere. But anyway, 32 different screens, 2,000 square feet. And so whatever you want to watch.
That's a lot of
come here and
room.
watch
That's
it.
a lot of room,
That
Homer.
is a lot of room. And they have 32 different screens, but I think they could go more. They've got open room if all of a sudden they need more screens because rugby, I don't know what sports people watch or want to watch.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's really all I wanted to do on the show tonight is to say that you're discussing the Bucks. You better start with Giannis. And I'm sure there are some people that think he can't stay healthy. And if you think he can't stay healthy, you got to trade him now. You would agree with that, right?
Well, yeah, I think what you have to do, Homer, like I said before, I think you don't trade him now. I think you need to exhaust everything that you have in your power.
Oh, I see. Give it one more year with the belief that you can keep him healthy.
Correct.
Because that's what you're doing. You're keeping him one more year with the belief that you can keep him healthy in the playoffs, which you have not been able to do the last 2 years.
Correct.
Yeah, I buy that. That should be the slogan for this show. They now call you GE. Does anybody else call you GE? Like, that's...
Yeah. Well,
do you really?
You know that's my nickname, yeah.
No, I did not know that was your nickname.
Yeah, that's my nickname, GE.
No, when you were at Wisconsin with the Packers, it was GE? There's no way.
GE in college.
Okay.
GE at Mass.
No, you had to have other nicknames. As good as you were, like
GE. No, GE in college, and it stood for a couple of different things. They used to call me GE. It was for General Electric. Just plug me in or put me in the game, and I light up the crowd.
I got that. Now I get it. Now that then it fits good.
And then good every time. They used to call me that one.
Now I like GE. Light it up. Is that
light up
that
the crowd.
Song?
Yeah, GE.
Light it up. Yeah, for this show.
Now
Lynn
Dickey.
Homer Hour.
Now Lynn Dickey called me Mule.
I've heard that before. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like that because
I say, Lynn, why can't I be a thoroughbred, bro? Why you calling me a mule?
No, because you were tough.
Yeah,
more than thoroughbred, you were tough, right?
Yeah,
that's why he did it.
Tough, right through.
But you know what I would have said to him?
Like a big
I
old
said,
mule.
you need to do a little research because I was an outstanding wide receiver, and nobody ever use a mule for a wide receiver. He did not. He didn't know your history well enough. I didn't either.
No.
I didn't know you were that good a wide receiver.
Well, yeah.
And also, you were returning kicks. I said, Lynn, don't no team use a mule to return kicks. Come on.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
No,
they don't, Homer. Yeah,
he didn't change. He still called you the mule because he thought you were tough.
Yeah,
and that was more important than anything else to him, right?
The Packers rookie, the Packers rookie showed up today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. You might, but
you.
Oh, come on. They're in shorts. Well, no, this is where I defer to you. That's where they're in shorts and not even playing football. But I will defer to you. So you went there. You're a rookie. You went through. It was probably different back then. But all right, so you can take us through what you learned, how much anybody. So you go through your first after the draft, you'd come in that weekend or the next weekend.
Yeah, so it was just rookies.
Fine.
No veterans. No veterans. And basically you had like a lot of free agents too because you had to fill out the roster so we can have a practice, right? So you got to bring in all these street free agents or guys who are not drafted or first year, second year players came in, guys who didn't play that much the year before to fill out the thing so we can have a practice.
Were some of them draft choices from a previous year?
Yes.
Right. So
if they didn't do very well the year before, they would invite some of these guys in. But I don't off my mind, I don't remember who they were.
All right, so see, my answer is I'm you and I'm there, and it's like we're just fiddling and I'm learning about the stuff, but this ain't football. Football's when I show up with some pads on, I find out if I can play and what these other rookies if they can play. But so tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, you're wrong because you can see, although you're not in pads, you can see how fast a guy really is. You can see some of the moves he really makes. You can see some of the catches that he really does. I think all of that transfer when you put the pads on.
All right, so
the problem is,
do you remember the first weekend of the first couple days?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right away.
And did you, after a couple days, did you think the same as when you were drafted, or did you tell your friends, I can do this? I mean, it's early.
No, right away I knew I belong here. Yeah, right away I knew.
There you go. That's the phrase. I'm going to steal that.
Yeah, I belong here. Right away. First, midway through my first practice, I go, I belong here. Matter of fact, I think I got drafted too low.
Yeah. Do you know the only time I had that experience? I've had that experience twice. No, I qualified for the Nationals when I was 18 in tennis, and they played in Kalamazoo. All right, I was there 30 minutes, and you know what I said?
What?
I don't belong here.
No way, dude.
These people are way too good. Yeah, no.
No way. Stop it.
I do not. This is no. What do you mean? Why am I going to lie? I go like,
okay,
damn, they are good.
I don't belong here.
And on the other hand,
really?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
It took me 15 minutes. I watched two guys play. You know, you get there and then I don't know.
Right.
I hadn't played yet, right? I watched two guys play and go like, I'm never going to be a pro. It's over, dude.
I can't.
Not that
you said yourself. I can't hit that shot. I can't make that shot.
No, yeah, I'm not that good. I'm not that good.
Okay. No,
I'm not close
right away.
to that good. All right,
right away, I go.
On the other hand, when I got to fill in on national ESPN, this is like 91 or 92. Tony Bruno was there. I can't remember. And I'm there an hour. And I said, I belong here. I can do this. This is no different than what I do on my show. I don't got to do, like you'd say, you got to change, you got to do this because you moved up. No, I didn't change anything. Whatever I did in Appleton will work here at ESPN National. That's a great feeling.
It is. I can remember going to a Packer.
Right, but that's what I believed.
Yeah, I can remember going to a Packer practice, and they had the rookies. I believe the free agent was in, and I watched Sammy Shields. He was a free agent. I go, he's making this team. He was he stood out just that good. I saw him pick a pass off, and before he picked the pass off, he said, let me get this, and then proceed to pick the pass off and take it down the sideline like 80, 90 yards. And I go, this dude's making a team. He's that good. He's going to be a player. So some of these guys, they're in shorts, but some of these guys can do special things that you know that he's a player.
Yeah. All right, third quarter with GE. He'll light it up. Actually, didn't the Bucks have that as a song or something they did? Light it up. I don't know.
No, they had Green and Growing, right?
Yeah, I think somebody did light it up. Pebble will find it. Third quarter next. Yep.
The Homer Hour is back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We got backups along southbound 43, really stretching almost to Brown Deer Road all the way down past North Avenue. So heads up with that. It's going to be a slow one. On the northbound side, backing up from Fond du Lac Avenue up past Keith. Eastbound 94, slowing down from just east of 84th Street through the Stadium interchange, with the westbound side backing up from 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Clear skies with a low of 48 at the lakefront, 45 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a chance of afternoon showers or storms, a high of 68 at the lake, 73 inland. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at Discount Liquor.
Baseball and tailgating. Two of Wisconsin's traditions are back. Have you made a game plan? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. For over 60 years, we've been part of the starting lineup that makes your tailgate an experience. With over 2,000 varieties of beer, 4,000 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines, we're your pregame headquarters. It's not a game without a tailgate, and it's not a tailgate without a stop at Discount Liquor, where we literally have everything you need to get back to your baseball traditions. So before you head to the ballpark, head to Discount Liquor. 2 area locations, in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow.
Discount Liquor.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft grace zone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft grace zone from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
You ever have one of those days when you just couldn't come up with the right answer? Well, I know one answer that pretty much solves all problems. Ice cream. Yeah, it's the answer to everything, right? And right now, at Quick Trip, our rich, creamy, straight from our dairy, Nature's Touch 1-gallon pails of ice cream are just $4.99. Yeah, now that's an answer worth digging into. Come on, be a problem solver. Bring home some fresh, delicious Nature's Touch ice cream, only from Quick Trip.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
Higher Love Cannabis Company. I know, you know what I'm going to say next. Homer, how far is it away from somewhere? Yeah, that's right. Higher Love, less than an hour from Green Bay. Higher Love Cannabis Company. You need to know it's less than an hour from Green Bay. Everything else is important, but not as important as that. 7 stores located across the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, just over the border of Menominee, Norway, and Ironwood. They have the brick and mortar store that's new in Menominee. They are the only UP cultivator offering organic, clean, green certified products, which means you can count on them to provide only the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. Nice, but not important. What's important? You know, Higher Love Cannabis Company, less than an hour from Green Bay.
So, Homer, you telling me I should go up to Higher Love before I go to the Packer game or after the Packer game?
I don't know. You can decide any time you want to go there, but you better know one thing because I've said it a million times. Less than an hour from Green Bay.
Can you call and let them know I'm coming before the first Packer game, please?
Well, you want like special treatment because you're going to
Yeah.
be there? Or? Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
You can you call the higher ups, let them know
Yes, I
I'm coming
can.
before the game?
Yes,
Please?
I will find out from them exactly how far from Lambeau, right? Because that's what you'll need.
Yeah,
to know.
I need to know door to door how far it is from Lambeau. I can pick up a little package.
Yeah,
and,
the closest to
Yeah.
Lambeau. Okay.
Please.
I'm guessing.
Please.
I'm guessing 48 minutes, but I'll check.
Because if it's a night game, because I'm sure the Packers are gonna have some night games. So if it's a night game, I'm sure I can make it up there before the game. Like maybe I get there by 12 or 1 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, I think
on a Monday
I
night
think
or
he can take
something.
care of. We were talking about Kawhi Leonard. Now
Yeah.
you should know that Giannis was healthy for almost every playoff game until he came into this run where he's played in pretty much 2 of the last 11. And Kawhi Leonard was exactly the same. And prior to this year, you know how many he had played in his last 11 playoff games? 2 of his last 11.
There it
now,
is.
he's a little older at 32. And this year, Kawhi Leonard so far is played in 2, missed 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's out. He's not going to play in this series that they're in right now.
Well,
I think,
again,
last I heard.
right? And into this season, he is exactly the same as Giannis is going into next season.
See, let me side note here. If I'm the
Yes.
Clippers, dude, you can't play on a USA basketball team.
You mean? Are you talking to? Oh, I don't.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
No, the
Kawhi's picked to
question
play on a
is,
US.
Did they? The question. Did they?
No,
make
you're
a
not. You're
mistake?
not playing on that.
Did they make a mistake by not getting rid of him after last season? Because he's got the same problem now for the 3rd straight season. He can't stay healthy in the playoffs. Oh, and by the way, Giannis enters next year with exactly the same numbers as Kawhi Leonard entered this year. Now, I'd have to check the regular season to see how many games they played.
But here's what you need to look up, Homer, and I don't know this,
Yes.
but you need to look up the injuries. What kind of injuries are they having?
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
That's my whole thing. And I keep saying this. Sprains and strains are correctable. But if I break my arm, break my ankle, right? Those things I can't control. Sprains and strains, hamstrings, calf strains, those things to me are preventable.
Yeah, I'll go with you there. No, I like what it is. Basically, everybody needs the Bucks are willing to gamble and give Giannis one more year to prove him that he can be healthy in the playoffs. And
So let me ask you: Do you have down there Giannis's injuries that's kept him out of the playoffs? Because to me, that's significant. That's significant. So this injury this year is a calf pull, right?
Correct. Which is
and
the
calf
worst
pulls.
thing.
I had those before. Calf pulls are like super weird. They're the weirdest injury I've ever had in my life. Hamstring pull, super tough to come back from.
Yep.
I told you my good friend David Greenwood had a hamstring pull that went all the way up into his groin, and he was black and blue everywhere.
I had a hamstring pull, sir, trying to get a basketball signed by, I think, Devin Harris. The black and blue was down ankle, my entire leg.
Yeah,
black and blue.
Yeah, they're weird.
Which is
They
usually
can
a
be weird,
sign
too.
that your hamstring is really bad. So
I didn't
they
know
thought
that you had a
thought
hamstring.
I had pulled
though.
it off the bone. Yeah, my leg's never been the same since. It's never.
I didn't know you had a hamstring, though. I didn't know you were
they said
athletic
you could
enough.
have okay, good point. They said you could have.
I didn't know
surgery,
you were
but-
athletic
but
enough
you're
to
not-
have a hamstring.
I slid on a sidewalk. It was nothing athletically involved, and they said
Exactly,
we could do
that's my
surgery,
point.
but you're slow, and even after the surgery, you're going to be slow again. So
Yes.
Why would you go through the surgery? And I didn't. But
What does it matter?
yeah, that's what I'm. So, but I've never been able to run. Like I ran 10Ks and stuff. I've never been. I don't know the longest I've been able to run. Maybe a lap, for a quarter mile. That's it. But anyway, let's get back to the rookies.
Enough about you. Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares. But no, I mean the rookies of the Packers, and they go. You can go talk to them, but I've always said I think. I mean you're just there, and like if I was a draft choice, I'd be looking at some of the free agents, and I would assume that I'm probably better than they are. But then I see somebody go, holy crap, that guy should have been drafted. I don't know how much people do that because you're focused more on making sure what you're doing is right. But I don't know how you can't observe some of the other players who are in the exact same situation as you are, right?
But Homer, you've seen a lot of basketball players at practice, and
no,
you said
I never go to practice. I don't go to never.
That dude can play. That dude can play.
No, only when they play. I never go to practice because I don't care if
you never go into a practice.
No,
huh?
Nope. I bet I've gone to 5 in my 30 years of Marquette. Yeah. And only one coach has ever said anything. Well, two. Kevin Owens, like, Buzz Williams said, why are you so lazy? Yeah.
Said that to who?
To me. He says, why are you so lazy?
Why?
I go, why? Because you never go to practice. I said, why would I go to practice? I don't care what they do in practice, and I don't want to be that announcer who says, well, he makes them in practice. All I care about is what they do in the games. Well, but don't you want to know more? No, not really. Why would I care? I said, plus McIlvain can do it. I said, but, so I don't go there because I don't think I necessarily need it. I just got to tell you what happens, and I don't want to be influenced by what somebody does at practice because that's a problem, not a benefit. And he goes, wow, you've kind of thought about this. I said, yeah, it's stupid for people to go. They just go to be nice to the coaches. So I'm asking you now. I'll go to every practice if you want me to go to the practice. Do you want me to go to the practice? He goes, not really. I said, okay. Into that. If you want to know the players, you can learn, you can watch and talk to the players in various other situations.
You're something
well,
else.
Tell me what you tell. Why should I go to practice?
You're something else.
What? Would you need to go to the Packers practice to be able to do proper analysis during a game? Hell no.
Listen. I don't go as to men's practices as I used to when I first got into the business.
Yeah.
But I still like to go to a practice or two if I'm available to see.
Okay.
I think some things you see guys do in practice, you'll see them do in the game. May not be the first game, may not be the second game, may not be the third game, but you'll say to yourself, you know what? I saw that dude do that. And it's mostly the young guys, really. It's like your first, second, your third guys that don't get a lot of playing time, and all of a sudden you see them, they play that third year, you say to yourself, you know what? I saw that dude do that same move in practice.
Right. And the benefit of that
you know
is
who?
what?
And I give you who's a perfect example of that. Well, for your job, I just give you some creams of a guy that I think if you saw him do it, he'd do it again. I give you a perfect example of this. We had a scrimmage with the Packers. We were scrimmaging each other. And Forrest called my number. They gave me a play. I broke it to the left side, and then I made a nice move, cut it back all the way to the right, ran it for a touchdown in practice, scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
I made that same identical move and run against the Detroit Lions my rookie year, next to the last game. And you know what Forrest said to the reporter?
Yeah. I've seen that.
I saw him.
I knew he could do that.
I saw him do it in practice.
Yeah,
I knew he can do it.
My answer to that?
So you pick up some of
is?
those things.
Well, I know they pick it up. I don't care. But the fact they did it in practice, if he had never done it in practice, didn't make any difference to what I observed and how good that was. The other thing I'll know is I can figure out how people are doing in practice based on who's playing when they play, and then when they're playing, they go like, "All right, tell me this. What's going on?" Stuff like that, right? So if you had never done it in practice, the person analyzing that play is still going to call it the exact same way. Damn, that was good by Gary Ellerson. Whether you did it in practice or not is irrelevant to doing it in the game.
But it gives you a sense of what is the ceiling of this guy, how good he can be. If you do it in practice, right? If you do it in practice, can it translate into a game setting?
I don't know what you've done in practice, but I know as a rookie, you're doing
Well, but
something good in practice.
You don't know
if you're
what he's
playing.
done in practice. You don't know what he's done in practice because you don't go to practice.
I know, but I'm saying I can know that something good is going on in practice based on how much somebody plays. Like Garrison's in the backfield as a rookie. I'm going like, all right, he's in there. And then I can go ask, how's he doing in practice? How they're doing in practice will be determined and shown by if they're playing, right? So, like,
yeah, ultimately you get playing time because of practice. Yes.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
What exactly it is, I don't know. They can tell me that.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. You've been doing this for 50 years. I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to change you. I'm not trying to change you.
You're being an analyst and looking at like and saying, and I'm going, whatever that's nice backup afterwards. Like, wow, that was nice. And you go, I did it once in practice before. That's good. So the key is what you did in the game. So anyway,
I think you're missing a point here, but that's okay.
Smart says wants me to go to every practice. Fine, I'll go to every practice. I don't believe I will be any.
But that's okay.
No, I didn't miss the point.
Yeah, but that's okay.
No,
I still love you.
Point.
That's okay.
I got the point. The point isn't as strong to me as it is to you.
It's okay.
And you're not surprised, right?
No, I'm not. It's okay.
That's what the analyst also, I want to leave open to say.
Okay.
I just want to tell them what happened, and you can tell them why. Next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.
Hi, I'm David Gruber. When you've been seriously injured, you need the best team of professionals on your side. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices to get the results you deserve. One call, that's all.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like $3 off select Miracle Grow Moisture Control Potting Mix or organic raised bed and garden soil. 40-pound bags of Estate Sun to Shade Lawn Seed Mix, $109.99. And 32-ounce Bio Advanced Tree and Shrub Protect and Feed Concentrate, $21.99 after $5 mail-in rebate. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Racine Danish Kringles. Mother's Day is Sunday, May 12th. Ship Mom something just as sweet as she is, a Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Get her favorite Kringle flavor in a specially designed Mother's Day gift box. You can try their newest flavor that she'll love, Peach Cobbler Kringle. Go to Kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH to order. You can have it conveniently shipped right to Mom. Kringle.com, 1-800-4DANISH, Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Can expect them to do on the first day.
All Brewers games are on sale now. Coming up, a divisional battle with the Cardinals Thursday, May 9th through Sunday, the 12th. Make your Saturday night plans for Star Wars night. Then take home a Mother's Day Brewers belt bag giveaway at the game on Sunday the 12th. Presented by American Family Insurance. Don't miss out on a weekend of rivalry baseball. Grab your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
After 125 years, Port Washington State Bank knows how to help your business expand. I'm James Showalter, president of PWSB and a proud resident of Ozaukee County. As a fifth-generation family business, PWSB cares deeply about helping you achieve your goals. Our commercial lending team takes the time to listen and provide the care you deserve. It's the way we've done business since 1899. Stop into Port Washington State Bank today.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They got a week now to kind of go home.
I'm Jim Token, president of ADAM, the automobile dealers of Metro Milwaukee. I want
want to thank all the participating new car member dealers, and especially all of you who helped us recently present a check to Feeding America of Eastern Wisconsin for over $72,000 just by having your oil changed at an Adam member dealer. The donation provided over 220,000 healthy meals to those in need. Thank you again for changing your oil and changing lives.
We know that people of Wisconsin are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
All day, every day, the new Potawatomi Sportsbook is the place to be for wagering on any sport, team, player, or game. A state-of-the-art venue with seating for over 200, a VIP deck, first-class bar, and 2,000-foot video wall. Stop in at any one of the self-service kiosks at Potawatomi Sportsbook today.
I know you did last year. You spent a lot of time
90
on the
seconds
practice
left.
squad.
I'm at Potawatomi where the new sports book is open, and they got it's the largest collection of TVs you've ever seen in your life. 32 different screens, 2,000 square feet. All right, GE, take it away. However you want to finish the show, it's yours for the last 60 seconds. I'm just going to listen.
Okay, I just want to know what you're going to have to eat right there.
I was going to have pizza, but they had a Philly sandwich that they said was so good at the kitchen. I said, all right, I'm going to have a Philly sandwich. It's right in front of me. It is sweet looking.
It's got gravy on it, or it's got a little au jus. What you got?
No, it's just got the cheese and stuff on it. So, come on,
Have
give
you
me
had
some
it before?
sports. Give me some sports.
No, you're at Potawatomi. It's the grand opening. We're doing our thing. They got good food. You're going to partake. It's the biggest sports book around. It's
And you
going to be awesome.
with
I
the
can't
proper
wait to
plan-
get there with my good friend Greg Matson.
There you go. With the proper approach, you believe Giannis can be healthy in next year's playoffs.
With the staff, training staff, everybody's got to be on the same
And you
page.
agree that's the only thing that matters above
That's the only
everything
thing
else.
that matters. Yes.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Bucks
Good
at
night.
6. Well, the X-Bucks at 6 next.
We got backups along southbound